I'm Darnell with Max Studios, and today I'm here in Napa, California at the Napa Institute Conference. And today I'm with Father
Eric Cadin.
And you're with the Diocese of Boston, and
Yes,
you're the
sir.
Director of Vocations and of Campus Ministry.
That's right, University Ministry.
University Ministry, that's right.
Yes, so it's my responsibility with some help, a lot of help, some other priests and lay people to both reach out to young men who are thinking about the priesthood, and then also to help bring the gospel, Jesus, to every single college student in the Archdiocese of Boston. It's not possible to think and to dream and to desire bigger than the Father in heaven does.
Absolutely.
So that's just a starting point.
That's so beautiful. And I think especially in a place like Boston, right? You have top tier universities, right? You have Harvard, you have Wellesley, you have places where people MIT, like people
Boston College.
who are moving for
We
the
get
future.
70 of them.
Yeah, it's so many people who are going to be leaders in the future, who are going to minister to hundreds of thousands of people in their companies and the organizations
Absolutely.
they run, to form them in such a way that they see Christ in everyone is transformative.
One of my hopes in raising up and catalyzing these local leaders to really help me, but even more so, to participate in the Father's mission, is for the younger people they're serving then, to recognize that the skills and all the things they're learning in school, a way of understanding, a way of thinking, a way of communicating, can and should absolutely help them professionally. I mean, they need to get jobs, they need to provide, but also are essential for the mission of Jesus Christ in the world.
That's beautiful. And it's visible. You're so passionate about this. How did you come to find this mission, this vocation yourself?
When I was, younger, I was always very Catholic and Irish Catholic around Boston. And I remember thinking, I want to be important and valuable. How do you do that? And so I was like, okay, I got to be popular, athletic, and smart. I'm going to do that. And so I remember years later, I was about 20 years old, and I was a sophomore at Harvard. So that's kind of a check mark there.
Right there, yeah.
And I was a Division I athlete there, so I checked that mark too. And I was a member of this finals club. One of these kind of pretty snobby Harvard versions of a fraternity, and the top of the social scene there. So check that box off. So all of it, and I did it pretty well. And I remember there was this one night, and there was a party going on. Really, for the first time, in a clear way, I just looked around and realized, I'm not happy. I was like, where was that happiness I was promised by the universe? Didn't really follow through. And I started looking around and realized most people weren't. It's as if I was always on stage, always performing.
Yeah.
And it never ends. It's just insatiable. And so I thought, there's got to be more to this. So through an inspiration that I know is the fruit of all the people who prayed for me, like the Blessed Mother and my grandmothers, I said, maybe I should join a Bible study. And why not? And so the first thing I discovered was, whoa, our faith is a big deal. It's incredible. It's deep. It's engaging. It's worth thinking about and thinking about well. It's not just superficial streamers and balloons. So I was a big nerd. I'm like, this is amazing. But more interestingly, the fellow who led my Bible study was a classmate of mine. His name was Ben. And he wasn't like a weirdo or a freak, which can happen. But instead, he was engaging and fun to be around. And he had this incredible peace and this joy about him that very few others at Harvard had. And I remember thinking, what is that? I want to know. And so I went up to him one day and I said, Ben, what do you have? Because that's what I want. That's what I've been looking for. And he said, it's Jesus. And he said, I know that my Father in heaven loves me and that I'm his son. And that is at the core, the heart of his identity. And I was like, whoa, I don't know what you're talking about. and so for the next year and a half, 2 years, he kind of mentored me. Used churchy language, discipled me. Just taught me how to pray, how to actually talk to God heart to heart.
Like you said, he mentored you. It's that accompaniment right there, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's a big part of the transformation in people's lives. Like his walking with you is what you're working on now is part of that fruit that he put in.
100%.
That's so beautiful, and that's what the work you're doing every day now.
Yeah.
Trying to. Well, Jesus is doing everything. And I'm not even saying that in a pious way. Literally, he has to do everything. Yeah. And so, we're here in Napa, and one of the things I really love about this event is I love connecting people. My passion is activating lay people and not just to like work in the church, but to bring all of their skills and everything in their humanity to the Father's mission, to bring Jesus Christ to every single person. And everyone has extraordinary gifts and talents that are often just put to a kind of professional work, when they can bring such great goodness into the mission of the church. So one of the things I like to do here is just connect people.
Yeah.
Because once you bring like-minded followers of Jesus together, they do incredible things. And so I have to have a lot of people, not just helping, but like the body of Christ in the Church of Boston engaged in that. And if we can do it there, you can do it everywhere. You can do it in Houston, you can do it in St. Louis, you can do it in Chicago, you can do it in any city or any town, because there are amazing people that you invite into mission, and then you get to see what Jesus does, which is the best.
It's amazing. Father, thank you so much today for being with us. And for all of you watching, save this and watch it twice, because this message is so important, and you are called to do this work too.
Absolutely. And if you're called to be a priest in Boston, let me know. It'll be awesome.